Hi team! So today we're talking about something a little bit different. It is tarot related, but I also wanted to speak generally about productivity, energy levels, vitality, and how it connects to some of the cards in the wands. So wands, as you know, it's the fire energy, and at least in the US, we really uphold fire energy as sort of being the pinnacle of existence. It's what we always want to be in. But people often fail to discuss the sort of downsides of fire energy, mainly the fact that it's not necessarily sustainable. Right? We can't be burning all the time. In fact, when stuff is burning all the time, that's when we send in firefighters to like calm it down. So there is this like point of exhaustion that we reach when we're constantly in production, we're constantly in creativity, we're just, blazing with ideas and really just going for it, right? There reaches a point where we can't do it anymore. For contrast, I want to show the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of apprenticeship. This is like slower moving work, diligence, and the idea is that this person's been working a really long time, and now they're just sort of entering into a phase where people are beginning to see the work that they themselves have already recognized that they're doing, and it's through that external relationship that they're able to realize, oh yeah, I've been focusing on this one pentacle, but look how many I've already done, you know what I mean? So that, and then when we look at the Eight of Wands, by the time we reach the Eight, and all eights, right, being super transformational energy, we just have this influx of energy. And this card is the only card in the Smith-Rider-Waite deck that doesn't have some kind of a human figure on it, I'm pretty sure, at least in the minors. No, I'm confident in saying in all of them. I think even in the Wheel of Fortune there's some kind of human-like figure. Anyways, this card is about like the speed and the energy. It's just that rush of influence and inspiration. And then we go from the Eight to this Nine, who I want to talk about primarily today. So you can see here that dude looks pretty rough. He's obviously gone through some stuff. He's got that bandage on his head. He looks tired. And the idea with this card is, yes, you've been through so much, but there's this well of, motivation, strength, perseverance. This is very much a perseverance card. All these things that you can tap into and move forward. And whenever this comes up in a reading, I like to tell folks that it seems a little bit trite to just say, oh yeah, I know that you're feeling like crap right now, but you're really strong and you've been through so much and you can totally handle what's coming next. Like, that's an awesome sentiment, but when you're in the throes, when you have a bandage on your head and you're just like, oh my god, I'm trying to stabilize myself on my walking stick, what you need then isn't necessarily like a pat on the back, right? So what might you need in this situation? I don't know, rest for one. The understanding that you can take a break, that you can't miss what's meant for you. Like, things are happening at a good pace. Like, things have been moving beyond your control and it's a little bit intense, but we can approach things differently. So I've been thinking about how this relates to my own life, and yesterday I signed up for this class and I went to the place and I got there and I was like, I wrote down the wrong time. It's not for another 2 hours. 2 hours, not that long, but at the time I was just like, I don't know. I don't think that I can do this. I don't think that I can still be as motivated in 2 hours from now. And so I went to the grocery store and I was just sitting in the parking lot and I was thinking about productivity. And growing up, the thing that that was in my household the most was just do your best, right? Which is like an awesome sentiment. It's like, it doesn't matter what it looks like with other people's, really the grades or whatever, or other people's value judgments. It's all about doing your best, your individual best. And I internalized that, and my idea of what my best looked like was this dude. Was, okay, I'm going to push myself towards physical exhaustion. And if I have any energy left, if I can still stand, even though I'm haggard and I'm bandaged or whatever, if I can still stand, then I need to keep going, because that's not my best, because there's still some kind of reserve of energy within me in order to move forward. And I was thinking about that yesterday, and I was like, that is super flawed. It has, in my case, caused me to rely upon my body reaching total exhaustion and not allowing me to move forward in order to take a break. Instead of looking at this card as like the check engine light in your car, right? It comes on, you're like, there's a problem. I need to address it. Okay, I'm going to go do that. Whenever it comes on in my car, I always tell my car, okay, here's when I'm going to look at that. Thanks for letting me know. Because I'm like, please listen and understand that I'm hearing you. So using this as your check engine light before you get to the 10 of Wands, right? Which is total overwhelm. It's you taking on way more than your fair share. This is not only not sustainable, it's not practical. Like if he took a couple trips, if he invited some people over, he could carry this a lot better than trying to carry it all by himself. He's going to get hurt if he keeps going like this. So, how do we pause before we get to maybe even this stage, but certainly before this stage? How do we recognize when our body is saying, no, it's too much for me. I don't think that I can handle that. And what's more is, why does it have to be the body? Why does it have to be the body as the ultimate, like, nope, no more? Why can't it be when, like, mentally you're just exhausted or spiritually drained? Why aren't those also the things that we look at to say, you know what, it's time for a break? And maybe they are for you, which is great. And I'm trying to learn this for myself, this difference of like the idea of saying I can't do that, growing up was a challenge. It's like can't or won't, and that idea of having any kind of energy within you as being like, okay, that's the energy that you need to divert towards productivity, is pretty intense. Yeah, pretty intense. And I've been definitely getting down on myself for not being as productive as I want to be. And then I have to look and I'm like, I am doing some things, right? I got dressed today. I changed my sheets. That's great. And I'm filming this video. Also amazing. Being able to look at the things that are within your ability to do right then, and then moving forward from there. Like, we don't have to, if doing our best is really doing our best without looking at, other people's rubrics or whatever, then whatever you decide is within your capacity to do, checking in with your body, with your mind, with your spirit, those areas, they're going to tell you what you need. And my job, I'll speak just for myself, I feel that it's my responsibility to listen to those areas and to try to address those needs. Because I know that when I don't, not only do I reach this complete overwhelm, I can get really resentful towards other people for myself not meeting my own needs. So sometimes I like to take out my cards and look at them in order and just look at the story that they're telling, what starts as this rush of information and inspiration, all of these things, energy, sometimes we get overwhelmed and we're just like, whew, that was a lot, you know? And this is our opportunity. You know, I say that 10s are the opportunity to continue the pattern or to start again. But really, any point in the minors, you know, at any stage you can say, is this what I want to be doing? Should I continue doing this? Do I want to be doing something else? So this can be your check engine light, being like, something's wrong. I don't feel so great. I don't want to move forward with that. It doesn't feel right in my gut, or my, you know, lungs are heavy, or whatever the thing is, right? Before you reach this stage. And you can also reach this stage and make a change, you know, saying, this is too much for me. I need to, you know, ask for help. What a big one. How to practice interdependence and really valuing that in our communities. So thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I have the September monthly video up and the first weekly reading that's science specific. So go ahead and check those out, and I will talk to you later. Okay, thanks. Bye.